Hey, Rattler Nation. Have you ever thought about do former IFL players come back once they've left? Hmm. Well, we're going to find out today the answer to that very question. But first, I just wanted to say my name is Tony Simuel. My wife is Sheila, and I'm actually her husband. And I'm going to say it that way because we decided to start this channel for the reason that um, we wanted to get some information out there to Arizona Rattlers because, and I will let Sheila explain why.
So, for a couple of different reasons. First one being, we can't find any information online, right? We see an odd post here and there when someone scores, but we can't find any current or up to date information on players or who's playing this season, games, etc. And the other reason is we feel like the way we're very grateful we were introduced to this sport by our guest today. I'd never heard of indoor football before, and we just absolutely love it, and we would like to recruit more fans.
Absolutely. And that's a perfect segue into our guest today. We actually have, wait for it, let me get ready, let me bring it up. We have the former defensive lineman, Mr. Theo Maget. Theo, what's going on? This guy was great. I mean, just great. How you
How
doing
you
today?
doing today, Tony? I'm all right. Thanks for asking. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Good to see
Ex-
you.
Thanks for
Excellent.
having me on.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. We know you've been out for a while, so we're just gonna go through a few questions and go from there.
Sounds good.
So, first one being, what got you interested in playing football?
Oh, I've loved football my whole life. As far as I can remember, one of my first memories when I was a kid is being back home in Detroit with a lot of snow on the ground, just catching a football. I think I could barely walk at the time. The ball caught me and hit me all in the chin and the face. I think the ball was bigger than my head at the time. But yeah, football has always been a love of mine.
Nice.
So, how did you specifically get into arena football? Did you try out? Were you recruited? How did that come about?
Yeah, it was after the COVID season that the IFL had. During that year, I was in camp with the CFL team, um, and I just wanted to keep playing. My agent brought up indoor football, gave me some contacts, had a few teams. It was down to it was the Mass Pirates and the Arizona Rattlers. I ended up signing with the Pirates, um, and halfway through the season that wasn't really working out. And I originally wanted to sign with the Rattlers, but I took some advice, which is what led me to Massachusetts. But I knew I wanted to play for the Rattlers all along. So when I cut ties with the Pirates, I immediately reached out to Coach Jernigan with the Rattlers, and he welcomed me with open arms. And I came in with the Rattlers halfway through the 2022 season.
Hmm. Interesting.
Mhm.
That's very interesting. And just so you all know out there, what Sheila was saying about who introduced us. This guy was our neighbor, and it just turned out we got to talking because I noticed he was wearing the shirt, and I hit him up with some questions, and it's all history from there. He got us hooked, even though he's not playing anymore.
Yeah.
But we are hooked. We are Rattlers fans. So, did I think you just kind of answered this, but did you play anywhere else other than the IFL,
Yeah.
like
I was in
professionally?
Canada. Yeah, I was in Calgary with the
Mm-hmm.
Stampeders.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
How many teams did you play for in the IFL?
Three actually. Three. I started with Mass, as I mentioned. and then finished that season with the Rattlers. And then the 2023 season, I actually got traded to Northern Arizona with the Wranglers. Enjoyed my time there way more than I ever imagined I would. Met a lot of great people up there. That's a great community. Still have connections up there with people who are like family to me. And then I went back to the Rattlers 2024.
How did that come about?
Well, me going back to the Rattlers in
Yeah.
2024?
Yeah.
You actually.
Me?
Yeah, you. So around the time we met in 2022, when you guys started going to games, like you said, as you mentioned, me and you, we kind of built a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember you told me, what you do for work, and I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to follow. I wanted to do that as well.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah.
up in Prescott Valley, where Northern Arizona is, there's not a lot of job opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
And I was kind of thinking beyond football. After that season, I was thinking beyond football. I wanted to, just build some stability in my life, look for a little bit more. And I remember like, hey, I actually asked you right when I got back to Phoenix from Prescott Valley. I was like, hey, could you still help me out with that job?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
when you said yeah, I knew like, yes, I'm gonna be a Rattler again because I'm gonna be in Phoenix.
Ah, well,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry about that.
So I have a question. Tell
hmm
me, when you were playing for any team, what was your favorite part of the game? Did you have a favorite part?
Oh, always the fans. Always the fans. You know, the snake pit is always rowdy, always crazy. Best fans in the IFL.
Mm.
Um, I felt the same way when I was in Prescott. Actually, those fans, they're a very tight knit community. They really rather rally around the Wranglers up there. And Phoenix, there's a lot going on. You got the Cardinals, Suns, Diamondbacks. Used to have the Coyotes, and the Rattlers too have a great following here in Phoenix. And Nas up in Prescott Valley, it's almost all they had. So it was real crazy fan base, real just intimate up there. So I've always had a great experience with fans. I still see fans out here. Even though I'm done playing, that recognize me, come up to me in the gym and speak to me. So yeah, and the Rattlers Booster Club treats alumni just like we're still playing. So the fans and the support has always been my favorite part of the IFL.
Excellent.
Yeah. So, what was on that kind of line? What was your best win?
What was
My
your
best
favorite
win,
win?
my favorite win. I don't know if you guys are gonna like this, but first round of the playoffs, 2023. Yeah, first round of the
Yeah.
playoffs when I came back when I was with the Wranglers and we got that upset win. You guys have beat us 3 times in the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure my favorite win ever.
And you're off. Okay, we're done, ladies and gentlemen.
And I think the only reason we didn't, we were not as sad about that was because you played for them. Otherwise, we would have been really
Exactly.
mad about
And let me tell you, folks, I remember that game.
Yeah.
It was because of Theo, because he pulled,
He was,
I think it
yeah.
was an upset tackle, wasn't it? That he pulled
The
off,
with
or
the
a
fumble recovery in the
interception.
end zone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, the fumble
Yeah.
Yeah,
recovery.
yeah, yeah.
That's exactly what it was. I can
Yep.
see that now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So,
the Rattlers, yeah, you guys were making a comeback at that point, I believe. So we had
Right.
a play had to be made.
and
Oh,
you just had to make it, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
and
so,
I
So
and I still like him.
do you watch the IFL games now?
yeah, I do. I got a lot of close friends all around the league that I keep tabs on. I actually was watching the game last night. Shout out Day Day, huge fumble recovery for the team. But yeah, I keep close tabs on. I got friends all around the league.
Hmm.
Sometimes we have an extra ticket. You can come hang out with us if you want.
So, hey, I'm usually working Saturdays, but
Yeah.
I'll do what I can to make another game. I actually went to the San Antonio game about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
3 weeks
Hmm.
ago. Mm-hmm.
Oh, we were there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I want to ask another question while
Go ahead.
I think of that. Who
Oh,
was, when you were playing for the Rattlers, who was your biggest rival, would you say?
Oh, Northern Arizona for sure.
And
My
was it the
first year,
same? Yeah.
Northern Arizona for sure. Around that time, Les Moss was the coach up there, and he has a relationship with Kevin Guy. It's also a hour and a half drive up the road, So yeah, I would say they were definitely our biggest rivals. I've been on both sides of it. When I was in Northern Arizona, the preparation for the Rattlers was second to none. We always wanted to beat them. Then also Coach Rod, he's a Rattlers legend. So yeah, he was offensive coordinator, so he wanted those games. Our like I said, our preparation for those Rattlers games were second to none. And then the same when last year when I was with the Rattlers, KG, that was 2 years in a row that they had been knocked out by the Wranglers in the playoffs. So that leaves a nasty taste in the mouth. So
Right.
yeah, so for me, it's special to see both sides of it, but you
Right.
know, now that I'm a bystander and just a fan like everyone else, it's
Right.
yeah, it's still fun to see.
how was the training schedule? What was it like?
For the Rattlers, it
Yeah.
is extensive. I would say the Rattlers probably have the most professional schedule and just culture in the IFL, I would say. Um, that these are the teams that I've been a part of, and when I speak to my friends who play for the Rattlers and play for other places, the Rattlers have a very, very tight knit, very yes. What is the word I'm thinking of? I can't think of the word right
Good
now, but it's very
process.
yeah, it's very good process. Like yeah, and they have a lot of resources there. So like if you're with the Rattlers, you're in a good place. Like that's a good place to play for sure.
So how many times a week would you train?
Let's see. We would practice 3, 4 times a week. We practice 3, 4 times a week, and we lift twice a week. We lift the weights twice a week, and now with the new Rattlers facility, everything is all in house. We play and train all. Well, they play and train all in the same place, so it's really convenient.
Hmm.
So do you
Nice.
still have the in your blood? Do you still work out? You still lift?
Um, Actually, I haven't necessarily been in the gym recently. I've been kind of contemplating my career. Um, but as of lately, I'm not sure what it is, but I got that fire back in me. So I think you might see me on the field in 2026.
Uh-oh.
You
Uh-oh.
might see me on the field. I can't say it'll be for the Rattlers,
You could.
but I will be on the field. Oh, I'm not gonna say I will be. It's a very good chance I'll be on the field in 2026.
Oh, that was going to
Mhm.
be our main question, or that was my main
Mhm.
question.
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, there's a
please.
nugget. There's a nugget, ninth man.
Excellent. That's excited.
It
Mhm.
is exciting.
Yeah.
And go
Oh, go
ahead.
ahead. Oh no, I was gonna say I just needed some time away from the game. Last season was pretty tough for me. And that was probably the first time I ever had an injury that had me sidelined for an extended amount of time. And I just felt like I just needed a physical and mental reset. Um, I had some good things happen to me at work. Shout out to you, Tony. Like I said, wouldn't have these opportunities off the field if it weren't for you. Forever grateful. But I'm getting acclimated to the new things, the exciting things that are happening to me at work. And like I said, I'm getting that itch again to get back on the field. So I think it's a good chance you'll see me out there again next year.
Nice.
Excellent.
Hmm.
We will be looking forward to it too, even if you're
Mhm.
not playing on the Rattlers team. Uh, Actually, I think that brings me around to one of the questions I wanted to ask you.
Mhm.
Let's see. Oh, did it go away? Anyway, oh, here it is. I remember it was fun watching you play like up close, especially when you were down on our end zone. Where did you
Mhm.
get that spin move you used to do?
That the spin move is one takeaway from my game that everyone loves to bring up. It's kind of like it's like my MJ fadeaway, you know. For me, I don't know, cause I grew up playing football, um, like skill positions, like running back, things of
Hmm.
that sort.
Hmm.
So I've always had like good feet, and when I transitioned to D line in high school, cause it was just a need for it was just a need. We were lacking guys, and I've always said I can play every position on the field. It just depends on what what shape my body's in.
Right.
But when they said they needed a D lineman, and I had never really played consistent D line in high school, and my coach at the time, his son actually plays D line in the NFL, so he was always a D line coach himself.
Hmm.
He just encouraged me to try things, and one day I tried to spin when I was really like learning how to play D line, and it worked, and it kept working, and it still works to this day.
Right.
So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So the spin move is rarely my first option. I like, you know what I'm saying? I always wanted to be a complete player, so I always would work one move. If it didn't work, the spin move is like safety net. It's gonna work more times than not. So that's where so if the O lineman think they got me, boom, spin. Now I'm free.
Yeah, he is. Um, I
We
had
know
that.
that.
I had that
So,
one video of you when you tracked down the running back. He didn't even get out of the backfield. He ran into your arms and said, "Tackle me." You were just there, planting him right in the dirt.
But do you have the could you play it or no?
I probably could find it real
Mhm.
quick.
Empty backfield for Mitchell. But the motion man, Mike Jones, is there to get the handoff, and Theo Majette is there to put the stop on him. 6 foot and 270. This is how we do it. He was in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, because there's so many clips that you could be talking about. I had a lot of fun um, in the IFL.
I think I
It's a
sent this
growing
one
league.
to
It's
you.
a great league to play in. If you just have that itch to still play, a lot of opportunities to move up. Um, for me personally, like I said, I just wanted to take care of other parts of life. I just needed that break. So
Hmm. Yeah.
I still love football. Um, I'll always love football. Considered coaching.
Yeah.
Um, but as for right now, I'm enjoying corporate life.
Hmm.
It's I've been enjoying the fruits of my labor, and
Yes, you
with my
have.
job.
I know what you're
Again,
talking about.
thank you, Tony. Again, thank you. My mom probably would like to thank you too.
Uh, it was my pleasure, truly. I mean, you've been great to us. You've been really great to us, and we were very, very fortunate to have you actually next door for a while.
Yeah, life is crazy like that sometimes. You
Isn't it?
guys looking like you're super fans now. I always bragged about it. I always bragged about it to our coaches, like, hey, like, because of me, you guys got some extra season ticket holders now.
That's
Like,
right.
you
yeah.
know?
That's
So
right.
yeah. And KG always did bring up networking and making connections because the Rattlers have a great fan base.
Hmm.
He always encouraged the guys to always put your best foot forward because you never know who you're going to meet playing for the Arizona Rattlers, and you guys are a perfect example of that.
Well, thank you.
Well,
Mhm.
Thank you.
it's something I have to say on that as well for you to give yourself credit. I mean, it's okay to get someone the job, but it's how you work and hold yourself and conduct yourself when you work and when you're in that environment. So give yourself a big kudos for
Yes, for
that.
sure. Yeah,
I will. Thank
because
you. I
I,
will.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't have I wouldn't have gone out like I did if I didn't believe you were going to be who you are, and you're proving it.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad to see you guys really bought in to it. Because of you, I always feel like like I said, the Booster Club does. They do a good job of treating the former Rattlers players just as good as the current Rattlers players. But because of you guys, just the fact that, like I said, you guys have bought in and really just accepted the Rattler culture as in itself. I'll always feel like I'll have a connection to the Rattlers because of you guys.
Well,
And you
thank
will,
you.
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
So just on that, what is the best thing that a ninth man or season ticket holder can help the team do, in your opinion?
Ninth man was just, to be honest, I think the ninth man, they carry their weight more than enough. Rattlers fans, they're rowdy. They're rowdy.
Right.
They have high expectations for the team. They'll never, they'll never not tell the truth. Just from what I've learned going through the ups and downs as an Arizona Rattler, you guys definitely hold us accountable for our play on the field, and you will not hesitate to let us hear it.
Mm.
And do want to let you guys know, like, just internally, that we hear you guys. Like, stay on them, stay on the team. Don't ever feel like you're being too hard on the team or being too rough, because we use it as fuel. It's always a terrible feeling letting down the ninth man. It's a terrible feeling. So we love hearing you guys, seeing you guys happy in the stands while we're winning. So that's just a little bit of extra motivation for us while we're on the field. So just keep being you guys. Just keep being the best fan base in the IFL.
You hear that, ninth man? Make some noise in the chat.
Oh, I was going to say, everybody, clap your hands.
Nice. Yeah, that stuff starts catching up to you when you hear it over and over, doesn't it? I guess this brings us to our last question.
Mm-hmm.
And you sort of answered it already, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Would you think of ever coming back to IFL football?
I felt yes. I just took my time away from the game that I needed to, and for me, that was really all that's all that matters. My guys are still balling. I'm happy
Yep.
for them. Like I said, shout out to Day Day, Sneed, those guys. Just keep winning, man. Because I know one thing: when you're playing for the Rattlers, that locker room is very tight knit. It's a lot of ups and downs, emotional ups and downs, on field ups and downs. But one thing about that locker room is they'll always pick their brother up and they won't hesitate to do so. So for that, I'm grateful for those relationships that I have still to this day in that locker room. There are guys that I can call if I need something. There's guys that actually still call me now when they need things, and I do what I can to be there for them. So would I play with those guys again? Yes. Without a doubt. Would I play with those guys again? Yes. Those are my brothers still to this day.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, Theo, we certainly appreciate you taking the time out of your day to come and talk with us. And we wish you the best going forward, whether you play for the Rattlers or not. We don't, we're not like that. If you play for some other team, we hope we see you somewhere on the field.
And you guys have proven that. Even when I was up in Prescott Valley with the Wranglers, you guys are very supportive, and I appreciated that. You guys gave me a little bit of extra motivation to come back to come back and see the Rattlers again. I was excited to play for you.
It's awesome.
Play in front of you.
Appreciate
No problem.
that.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, Thea.
No problem. Thanks for having me on, guys. Go Rattlers, right?
Go
Yeah.
Rattlers. All right, ninth man, you heard it here. Make some noise, make some noise, make some noise. Theo Majette, appreciate you, brother. And you want to come back, we'll certainly have you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem at all. You guys have a blessed one, all right?
Okay, bye.
Bye.